Okay, now that I'm back, we should be fine, and life should be good. We should be able to work through this without damaging this top. Just some thin paper, some thin tape, but the reality is that I just want to keep from scratching this surface. Now, what I use to get this bridge off is a putty knife. I got to try to get the edges nice and neat and clean. I don't have it super sharp, but I filed it down just a little bit. And a hair dryer. Doesn't take too much, because what I'm going to do is warm this surface, warm the knife, slide the knife underneath. You can see I'm already getting it a little bit underneath there, and then just start working my way over. So what we do, you won't be able to hear me talk as we do this, but you don't get to see it. Now, because I've got a good start on things, I'm going to be able to slide this right underneath here. This thing's going to come off so easy. You're going to be amazed how easy this comes off. This is already going all the way through to the other side. So now, I'm going to leave that there. And what I'll do is then I'm going to warm this. Of course, it warms the knife. They softens the glue enough that then I can get the putty knife underneath it. And I want to do it nice and easy, because I don't want any part of this to start tearing up the wood. And this, wow, this baby just wants to come off. They did an absolutely terrible job. Now, what I'm going to do though is come around this side where it's a little more secure, because what I don't want is to pick it up and have wood start tearing out where it did adhere just a little bit. Wow. This is going to be one of the easier ones. And I never try to say that ahead of time, because, you know, it kind of jinxes things. Look at that. I think they used about 3 drops of glue. I've almost never had one just want to come up this easily. I can take my thumbnail and work underneath it. Now, like I said, I want to work very carefully, because the guitar itself is beautiful, and I don't want to scratch it or scrape it. Oh my goodness. I'm talking to myself because I'm just shocked at how little glue they use. Normally I would have to heat this maybe 2 or 3 times longer. And we'll be able to see how long it takes. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. What a terrible, terrible glue job. Now, I'm going to bring the camera real close to this. Oh, this is just probably the worst glue job I have seen in ages. Wow. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring the camera, I'm going to actually bring this over so that you can see that here's the glue. Let me come around where I can see what the camera's showing me. Yeah, here's the glue. And you see around the edges, there's no glue. You see all around there? There's no glue. There's glue in the middle, and not very good quality glue. But there's glue there, kind of. Now, what's even sadder about this whole thing is I'm going to bring the camera over and show you that on the guitar, what they did. And put this back down, bring the camera up and over, and show you what is probably one of the saddest excuses for glue job. Now, let's see if we can do this just right. Okay. Sure, I'm going to turn the camera this way. Oh yeah, this is a good way to see it. Now, you see where the outline of the bridge is? See that? Well, the problem is the glue doesn't stick to this surface. One is, and then two is, they didn't put any glue there. I'll show you. I'll put them side by side. See, look at that. See, there's no glue here where this goes. My finger's making things out of whack. Now, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So what I have to do now is I have to remove all the glue that's here. It's nice and smooth. I'll sand this down just a little bit here, but then I have to go in and remove this finish all the way to that line. Otherwise, when I go to put it down, I'm going to have the same problem that they had in putting this in. So, as you can see how long it took us to take that bridge off, this has been running for 8 minutes. And in 8 minutes, I was able to completely get the bridge off and show you what the problem is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to get myself set up, and then I'll come back and show you, how we're going to get all that removed.